Hello everyone, welcome back to Trek A Day. Continuing on with my top 50 favorite characters in Star Trek, my number 3, my third favorite in the entire franchise is Jadzia Dax. I absolutely adore the presence and the attitude of the character and the sense of history. You really get a feeling for all those lives that a part of her has lived, all the accumulation of all those memories within the Dax symbiote expressed through Jadzia, especially when it came to her relationship with Benjamin Sisko. That worked incredibly well, and seeing that dynamic, and that I think really helped bring to light a lot of the aspect of a joined trill and having those memories and lifetimes, because in a previous host Dax had known Benjamin in different contexts. I think that was a great way that writing, that idea for that character helped explore and examine that element and make it very important and in the forefront. And we got episodes even very early on talking about even the legal issues of what if a crime is committed by a host, does that carry on through the symbiote to the next host, and aspects of Trill culture that were explored even as they're covering up certain things, and the percentage of people that can actually be hosts, all kinds of elements within Trill culture that were explored through Dax's character. And seeing that brilliant scientist who is also incredibly free and fun-loving and so different from the more timid and reserved Ezri, who I also love. I think I like Jadzia. She was already my third favorite, but I think she's propelled up even a little bit more by seeing that different aspect in that 7th season with Ezri. Made me kind of look back and appreciate Jadzia even more than I already did, and seeing those differences and seeing that warrior spirit within her, even in episodes as early as Blood Oath, going on adventures with her aging Klingon buddies, and then just all these different characters, and seeing that element of her personality, and then seeing the playful side with her playing tango and everything with the Ferengi and having her parties. And I loved how that then joined once Worf came into the picture in her relationship with Worf, and seeing how that blossomed. She's a character who very quickly grew, especially as they spent more time and expanded really her character from the initial concept in the very beginning of Season 1 of Deep Space Nine, became immediately after that time, one of my favorites in the entire franchise, and a character I really adored and was loving exploring everything through her character. And it was devastating when she died. And I think what made it even more devastating and so shocking and sudden and unfulfilling was the way she died, in this really quick, zero fanfare. Oh my gosh, it made it so much more depressing that it wasn't this, going out in a blaze of glory moment. And I loved how that was also then, touched upon with her character as well after her passing. People trying to deal with the trauma of loss of Jadzia, and just shows how wonderful of a character she was, and how much of an essential part of Deep Space Nine that character truly is, which I still feel is like the greatest interpretation of Star Trek, the greatest iteration of my favorite franchise, and she's one of the most important central characters in that iteration. So Jadzia Dax is and will always be one of my favorite characters in Star Trek.